Thanks for joining me again. This is my last dedicated rules video. I do want to make a correction. I was talking about this lip polish from Fox Island Trading, and I said that it had beeswax in it. It does not have beeswax in it. So this category is stuff I don't need in my life. And some of these things were gifts, some of them were free samples, some of them I bought, and some of them I bought because YouTube made me buy it. So I made myself buy it. I was watching tutorials on how to make your eyes look bigger. And I bought a white and this NYX white eye pencil, and then I bought this Fake Awake from Tarte. I don't need these in my life. I don't use them. They're for your waterline, and I actually hate putting anything in my waterline because it irritates my eyes. Iron Guard is not something that I think I need in my life. I'm using it wrong, but maybe you can tell me if I'm using it wrong. I would put this on my hair when it's dry and like use a curling iron, but it just makes my hair look gross. This is another thing that makes my hair look gross. This was free in an Ulta Beauty bag, this Wella Oil Reflections. I'll try it a little bit longer. Maybe I'll try it on my wet hair and see if it works like an anti-frizz, but so far it just makes my hair weird. I bought this from my mother and she fell in love with it. So then I bought it for myself, this Deborah Lippmann Marshmallow Whipped Hand and Cuticle Scrub. There's no reason for me to have this. I go to the salon every 3 weeks to get my nails done, and whenever I do it, I get the full manicure where they do a really good job at my salon. So this is, if I was trying to not ever go to the salon, or if I had a time where I was taking a break from it, that's when I would use this. But really, it's not something that I need in my life. I do not need sunless tanners in my life. This dry shampoo is another thing I don't need in my life. Like the last time I used it, I always think, okay, I'm gonna protect my hair by not washing it so much, so I'm gonna use this dry shampoo. So I use the dry shampoo. And then I go to work, and my boss, the last time I did it, my boss says, I walk in, she's like, what did you do to your hair? It looks weird. And for that to happen at 8:30 in the morning, right when you get to work, that, you know, sometimes those comments in the morning set the pace for the whole day. And since that happened, I have not used this. If I don't use it by the end of my note by year, it's going in the garbage. And I'm never buying dry shampoo again. Shaving cream. This came free. I use Harry's razors for myself. This came free in a set of Harry's razors. And I tried to give it to my boyfriend and he don't want it. I tried to give it to my son and he didn't want it. And so I've been using it on my legs, but shave cream is not something I would ever purchase. I usually just use one of the soaps that my sister makes that's got a very creamy consistency, or a cream body wash to shave with, and I don't need a special shaving cream. My mother got me foot cream and foot scrub and this foot soak. It all came in a little set, and it was very sweet of her, and it smells nice. When I get my nails done, I always get a pedicure too. I'm going to not get pedicures so often. I'm gonna do that as an effort to use up all this foot stuff. When I was living at my sister's, I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get really good at painting my nails, and then I'm not gonna go to the salon at all. I'm not gonna get manicures. I'm not gonna go get pedicures. I'm just gonna do it. Well, that was a giant fail, and because it literally looks like I think I used more acetone to clean myself up than I used nail polish. There were people on YouTube who were doing this microblading on their face, and after I saw that, I was looking at my face and I was like, yeah, I've got a peach fuzzy face. And, you know, I thought that if I microbladed my face, that I would get rid of that peach fuzz and I would have a nicer foundation application. I saw another YouTube video, and I'll try to link, maybe I'll try to link some of these below. Let's see how computer savvy I get here. And this lady, she microbladed her face, and the aftermath of her microblading her face was so bad. I felt so bad for her. It just destroyed her skin. And then that scared me. And so these have just been sitting there. I might donate them at the end of my no-buy year if I don't get brave enough to use them. If my daughter or somebody wants them, they can let me know if they watch my video. LA Girl Pure White foundation. I bought this for Halloween, and I'll insert a picture of me for Halloween. I'm gonna keep this to mix in with dark foundation samples, to try to use up all these foundation samples that I've got. And then, you know, you're only supposed to use these things 6 months, but this one has a pump, so it's pretty sanitary. So you know, maybe I'll use it for next Halloween too, but after that I'll probably throw it out. This is a gift from my friend in Germany, bath salts, and I need to use it. I need to take a bath and use it. I would never, this is a wonderful gift, and I'm gonna enjoy every second I'm in that bath. I wouldn't buy myself a bath product like this just because I feel like I already indulge in so many things. I already indulge in getting my nails done. I already indulge in chocolate. I already indulge in sleeping in. So I feel like when I look at these bath things, I always love them and I always want them. And then I talk myself out of them and tell myself it's too indulgent. So this is a wonderful gift from him, and I am going to indulge and use it, but it's not something that I need in my life. So that's all the things I don't need in my life right there. I sorted those out as I was sorting through my things for my no-buy year. And now these two things are things that I just found when I was trying to put things away from my whole process I've been going through here. I don't know if these belonged to my boyfriend's son or my boyfriend's ex-wife. If they were his ex-wife's, I kind of want to throw them out. But at the same time, I can't really justify throwing them out because they're things that I could use. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Either she or he had this Korean beauty face mask, so I'll put this one in with my face masks. And this is something I've never used before, this Biore strips. One of them must have had a problem with blackheads, I don't know. But I'll try to use these up too. I really, really, really want a new hairdryer. I don't like either of the hairdryers that we have in the house. 2 hairdryers I want, and they're both really expensive. From when I first came back to the States, my mother gave me a travel hairdryer and a full size hairdryer. And then after I moved into my sister's, both of those died on me. And then I was using one of my sister's hair dryers, and that one died. Then I used another one of my sister's hair dryers. I don't know, I keep killing hair dryers. I kind of started feeling bad about using all of her stuff, so I bought this hair dryer off of Amazon, this hair dryer. It cost $50, and it's definitely not something that I am happy that I spent $50 on. If I'd have spent $10 on this hair dryer, I think this was a pretty good hair dryer, but for a $50 hair dryer, I don't think that's a good hair dryer. This Revlon iconic ceramic hair dryer, this was already in this home when I moved in. It was my boyfriend's son was using this one. I switched them, and I took this hair dryer and left him my black one in his bathroom. And he never said anything, so I was pretty happy about that. The only bad thing about this one is I don't know for how many years it has not had this filter on it. So whatever is sucked in there is really sucked in there. I think this one will die soon. I will not do anything to intentionally make either of these hair dryers die, but I will wish for it, because I really want an excuse to buy a better hair dryer, but not during my no-buy year unless one of these dies from no fault of mine. I hope they My mother gave me this curling iron. I don't even know how to use this kind of curling iron. I'm afraid that my hair is gonna get all tangled up in here, and so I've never used it. I think this is probably for someone with short hair. If you guys have any advice on this type of a curling iron, I would love to hear it, because I don't even know what to do with it. She gave me all of her stuff she didn't want. That's the story of my life. I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so I get everything nobody else wants. I don't want it anymore, give it to Bernie. That's how it goes. And I'm fine with it. I don't care. I end up with a lot of a lot of free stuff because of it. This Conair Instant Heat my mother gave me. It works. It does what it's supposed to do. But I hate this thing, this twisty thing to adjust the setting, to adjust the heat. This thing is so annoying because every time you pick it up, you end up accidentally turning this thing. And it really, you know, you think you've got it on 7 and then all of a sudden it's on 3. And then it's not working. I actually prefer something that's got a larger barrel than that Conair one. I purchased one from Ulta, and this is so stupid because I purchased this curling iron just to get a Platinum Perk beauty bag, and no other reason. I did want another curling iron. I did not need another curling iron. That Conair one was not broken. I just wasn't completely happy with it. And I used the excuse of, well, I prefer one that has a wider barrel. That was my excuse that I made for myself to get it. So I got this really expensive Theory curling iron. And I don't even like it. I think it's bad. It doesn't do what I want it to do for my hair. So I want another curling iron that's not this one because I don't like this one. During my no-buy year, I'm not buying any curling irons. And I hate saying that because I really want another curling iron. This is over 20 years old. I got this from Jean Juarez over 20 years ago. And it's broken in about 3 places, and I loved this hairbrush so much, I glued it back together. But it's ready to go in the garbage. I mean, I've had it for 20 years, but this shows how good whatever this brand is really is that I have done that. That's so stupid. The brush I use most of the time now is this brush. But what I really want is a brush of this kind in this size. This one is too thin. This one is thick enough, but it doesn't have this vented interior that this one does. So I think my hair looks better when I have something like this. So I didn't want to spend the kind of money that I had spent on this one originally. That's one reason why I don't throw it away when I should. So I bought this Conair one and I hate it. I'm probably gonna clean it up and donate it, maybe. I kind of keep it just as a backup just in case I lose a hairbrush when I'm traveling or something like that, but I don't like that one. And so I really want another hairdryer. I really want another curling iron. I really want another round brush, barrel brush, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not buying any of those during my no-buy year. And that just friggin' sucks. It's hard to say this because then I have to do it. And I'm doing it. We're doing this during my no-buy year. I have these curlers and I like to use them on days when I'm home. Put them in and just let my hair air dry, and then my hair is really cute, like way cuter than it is right now. But I really want a nice set of hot rollers, a big fat ones, and I'm not gonna get those during my no-buy year either. I've got no excuse. Thanks again for joining me and airing my shame. I really appreciate your support. My next video, I'm gonna talk about the recent Ulta Beauty ads and my recent trip to Costco and tell you how that went. Bye-bye.